Hello everyone, good evening. Hope everyone is doing good. As usual, we'll be going with gold. To check the gold, we need what is the news currently going on. Yesterday we have thought that we have some of the major newses today. Yeah, hope screen is visible. Yeah, it's visible. So what was the news and what is its result? Unemployment. Whatever the expectation and whatever the previous result is there, it was whatever the actual and the current report, it was very less compared to the forecast and compared to the previous result. Leave about the forecast, but think about the previous result was 2021, that means 2,21,000 K around the members, it was the unemployment rate. But if we check, now it was decreased, that means the dollar is going to be raised. Now at 7:15 we have manufacturing, that means PMI, the supply and demand. We have to be very careful with this. What was it, actual grade? Yeah, so 7:15, hope, I think at the time we'll be in online, we'll see how the market is going to react. Okay, if we observe, the news timing is at 7:15. If you check, the gold has been reached its support zone. The thing is, here we have multiple support zones. First we go with our daily. Yeah, in a daily we have a zone over here. But when we come to the 4 hours, because if we give importance to the daily and 4 hours, so that whatever the day, whatever the 2 days, a swing strategy will be worked. This will be our first zone, and the next zone, it was on a daily time frame which we have taken. It was very high zone, that means the whatever the risk reward, it does not match. If we wanted to go long also, for example, you are a investor, around 70 points for positional trader, 70 points is a huge loss. For a short term investor, it's obviously on a single trade, the capital will be wiped off, even it was a 0.1 lot also. Hi Shrestha, good evening. So we have to be very careful as of now till 7:15. If the dollar, the whatever the news is negative, if we can check the supply from the US, if it was less and the demand from the other sources, that means out of the countries, it is more, means the dollar rate will be crashes, then the gold moves. If the dollar news, if the dollar indicates bearish, means the gold will be risen. But if the news is a positive, okay, then the dollar increases but gold will be dropping. In that case, we already have a next previous short zone. Within a short range we have a zone. And here think one point, coming interlinking to India and US, not only India, all other countries. Earlier Trump has said this month end is the deadline for tariff rates. So we have seen whatever the major panic in the month, I'm thinking the month first week, when the market is going to settle, you see whatever the moments, whenever the Trump is giving the tariff and dead end is 30th month end, this month end is going to be our dead end for the tariffs. If you are not giving any details about the tariff, means we are not going to do deal any of the tariffs with your country. That was the announcement by the Trump till 20th before. But now the Trump is saying, okay, after the tariff decisions also, after the 30th also, you countries can come and discuss with us. That means it's not the whatever the 30th, the month end newses we have. Yeah, FOMC and the federal rate change and non-farm employment, average hourly earnings, these are normal, these like regular ones, whatever the unemployment claims and all, these are regular newses. Core PCE, okay, and the FOMC, these are the mandatory ones. And ADP, non-farm employment change, and Joel's job, these are some of the major ones. We'll see on which day it was going to react. The tariffs is relating all these newses, because on employment, whatever the employments it's going to generate, we have different sectors. So it's relating all the, it was going to affect whatever the tariffs are there, it was going to affect all the sessions. So whatever this zone is there, this is a very careful moment zone, that we'll decide after 7:15. Okay, because after 7:15, if the news is a negative, obviously the gold will give importance to this current zone, current resistance. If the news is positive, the dollar rises, right, then gold will be negative. In that case, the gold, the major support will be here. Hi Shruti, good evening. Mr. M. Rakesh, good evening. Just text me everyone, what are your views on the current events of the news? You three of them. I think the first one is also Trading Studio. I don't know your name. Better change your name, okay? You four of you guys, those who texted, just text me whether we should give importance to the current zone or else the next zone. Yeah, USD JPY, will check it after this dollar and index correlation passes away. We'll go with that, okay? to change its direction, we need some of the, at least one swing should be formed, right? One of the swing, then only we can change its whatever the flow is there, this direction should be confirmed by the next swing. We'll check on it. Everyone make sure with the major zones, because without knowing the road we can't cross the street, right? Our road is consolidation as of now, a traffic way we can think, right? So first we go with the USD JPY. Gold reached its demand zone and RSI is also below 30. RSI below 30. We'll check on 4 hours first. If we come to the 4 hours and daily time frame, RSI is at 40 and 45. Yeah, on a higher time frame it was 50. I am taking 4 hours itself. If I wanted to consider, yeah, RSI shows from here it was bullish. If you observe whatever the swing high, it was higher low. If you look, RSI is taking a support or else a lower low on the RSI. So we can go. No, Rakesh, first we have to look into the higher time frame, then only we have to come to the lower time frame. On higher time frame, it's still bearish and indecisive. If we consider 1 hour, let me tell you, if you consider 1 hour means you need to look for a swings. If you're going for 4 hours and daily, for you there is no need of swings and all. Depends upon the RSI and whatever the volume and whatever the global issues. With that, whatever the next candle it's opening or closing, we can take trade with that on a higher time frame. But when it comes to lower time frame, we need a confirmation. If you look now, the RSI is at 25. Even it can reach 15, because still the market is indecisive, right? It will make another swing low, but here it will be making higher high. That comes under bullish divergences, reversal or else MDRP or regular. We'll see. For that we need at least one swing. You can check it on 45 minutes instead of 1 hour. 45 and 1 hour correlation for finding the swings. It will help you. Because again 15 minutes time frame, it will be a very less, so the zone can changes within 15 minutes to 15 minutes. So consider 45 minutes and 1 hour to take trade based on the RSI. Okay, we'll go with USD JPY. If we look, the USD JPY is going to be bullish based upon the current candle. This candle looks bearish because the volume high, wick rejection is on top and the previous candles are purely bearish. This is bearish. This will be a divergence candle. If it closes, still we have 7 hours. We'll look on 4 hours whether we got any divergences or not. Lower low and we got a higher high. So we got the divergence on 4 hours. It's one of the better indication. Now I'm removing the previous lines. Now how to trade this USD JPY? Here you have one hurdle, one of the supply zone. So you have to wait to cross 214, 147.214. A candle should close. On the retrace you can go for long because the next resistance is a bit long. It's a minor also. This will be your entry. We'll check on 1 hour how was the trend. If the market retraces from this current zone, we have one of the major zone on only on 1 hour time frame, but if we follow a higher time frame it might not reach this, because in gold I'll show it to you on good today on gold. So this was the view on USD JPY. Again news is different, make note. If the whatever the technical we are facing and whatever the news timing, just make sure what was the news, whether it was related, it will give benefit to only to their country or else it will be affecting to all the other countries. Okay, make a note of those trades and plan accordingly. Okay, we are moving to gold. Yeah, morning when the market, this candle is going on, I think 9:30 around, when the market is 3380, I said when the market comes retraces to this zone 3396 and 3388, but it hasn't reached to the zone and given a downfall. In the same way the USD JPY also, it might not come but it will shoot up on higher time frame, because when I observe on a 4 hours time frame, it has been already crossed the zone. Whatever the swing low is there, it has been already closed a candle below of it. That means I need another candle confirmation to retrace this level on shorter time frame. That means this is the confirmation. Now the market will come to retrace this on 4 hours frame. In gold on 4 hours, this was the exactly demand zone, but the sellers are in control. If we see, we'll see how it will be. 7:15, there are 25 minutes left for the news. So meanwhile, if gold retraces, it forms head and shoulder pattern. Yes, it's one of the point if we observe. What was the head and shoulder pattern? Moment of it? It will be bearish, right? If it is inverted head and shoulder, it will be bullish. We'll check how the movement will go. The best way to trade head and shoulder is after forming the complete structure. That's the way of. So, but now we have to obey the market. We have to follow the market. We have to be in the market. So on 1 hour, it's a huge consolidation if we see, and also previously it was one of the resistance. So we can get some short trades I'm expecting, because today date is 24, right? That means Thursday, Friday, only 2 trading days we have. We'll see. I'm expecting, because of the news, dollar will be having a negative. I'm expecting, based upon the technicals. Let me check the dollar also. We'll check how it was. As the gold, dollar doesn't have any strong bullish zone in the nearest. Like how in gold we have the first zone is a strong, one of the strongest demand zone, and the second one is even stronger. But in a dollar we don't have any previous bullish signs, so there is no demand in the dollar as of now, but we have demand in gold. Employment has done, supply and demand. If there is no, that means might be we can think the dollar is waiting for its result, whether to go move up or not. But previous technicals, on the technical, there is no movement, there will be no movement for future in the dollar. Future in the sense, don't take in a long term till the next news. Okay. Arjun, crude oil. Crude oil is one of my favorite. I have started my stock market with crude oil itself in MCX, but not in global markets. In MCX I used to start. At the time there is no options and all in crude oil, only futures. If we have 5,000, straightly go and trade futures intraday. Is it you? It's showing UK oil, US oil, WTI. Yeah, I'll check on futures, not on the index. Gold is about to change its a short-term direction to bullish. Once if any candle closes above 64, we can see some bullish movement on the gold. Coming to crude, it's taken a second resist support. 1 2 broken. First retrace, second retrace, third retrace. Crude oil is looking extremely bullish. Once again, this was a minor. It has minor supply. It has bridged. This was one of the major supply zone. We already got a retrace. It has given 1:2, 2.5. So it's done, we can think. But if we wanted to go for long, stop loss is a bit higher on crude oil. So if anyone wanted to consider, first I'm talking in the sense of higher time frame, because we need a trend direction, na? So stop loss is a bit higher, we have to be very careful. You said on which of 4 hours divergence may be tapping the sellers. It might be, but whatever this consolidation is happening, it might be we got a huge swings over here, but it was a consolidation because it's taking a resistance at the previous zone. If we give importance to the swing, means it has to take support at this range only. It has to take support and it has to move up, but it has not done like that. Whatever the consolidation, this come from starting from here. Where is that retrace? This retrace starting from here, whatever this retrace is happening, if this complete retrace happens in between this zone, means definitely we can go for long. 100%, sorry, 99% I would say. I would like to. House of Gods. I'll check whether you said divergence, right? Because to check the divergence on a candlesticks, there is less formations, so I was unable to identify. Yeah, RSI looking bullish, because if you look from the whatever the retraces you got, this is one retracement, this is one retracement, this is one retracement. Look from here, the RSI, it's bullish. You have supply zones very limited, and it's already got mitigated. That means it has already given 1:1, 1:2. When the stock or any price it gives 1:1, 1:2, means if it giving more than, means it's purely depend upon demand and supply. When it comes to purely technical, maximum of 1:4, not more than that. In our range bound, in our global markets, if the market is consolidating, means move to lower time frames, look for shorter trades. Not more than 15 minutes you won't go, okay? Just for gaming purpose, okay, you are feeling bored today, okay, this week you have already over traded, you are trading on Saturday and Sunday. Go to 1 minute, 3 minutes and take the nano lot and play a game. Because if you trade on nano lot, hardly your loss will be half cent or else $1. If you take 10 trades with 1:4, even though if you lose 8, 2 will be on positive, 1:4, you will be at 1:1. That means either it will be on cost to cost or else either it will be on 1:1. That's the 1 minute 3 minutes is purely for a enjoyment purpose, gaming purpose, okay, not for regular and serious traders. That was my point of view, okay. Don't think if I'm wrong in your point of view. Everyone has their own point of view, right? So holding euro USD, let me check this in on 1 hour. One hour we can take this as a zone. Come to 15 minutes, look for levels, bullish or bearish. 15 minutes it was bearish, reversal, another reversal. If this candle closes in a best bearish candle means you can look for 1:1 or 1:2 when it retraces this zone, because it's purely bearish. On 15 minutes crude oil is very bearish. Keep your analysis and take a decision. Euro USD. It was trading at higher high, sorry, not higher high, is at 1.23. First we need to check whether here the supply is there or not, right? Okay, it's currently trading at the supply zone, Euro USD. Which position you heard? Would it reach 1.19? If it breaks this level, it will reach that 1.19. Yeah, possibilities, because RSI is also bullish. If you see higher low, lower low, bullish hidden divergence, MDRP up, that means we can consider. And this is one of the demand zone. It was exactly retracing in a daily time frame, it was, so we can hold. Weekly, this was the weekly level, which was almost near, that means 1.18 to 1.19 exactly. And on weekly, yeah, there is a slight pending bullish movement is there, because whatever this candle is the retracement. This was a demand zone on a daily time frame. Whatever this supply is there, it's a very minor. Like if you observe whatever the two reversal candles are there, volume is lower than the previous bullish candle. So you can expect this range anytime. It might reverse from the zone, but on a weekly there is a pending zone which has been untested. A fresh zone we can talk. That was the one. So if I consider and I remove the unwanted lines, here comes our fresh zone. That means our supply zone is from 1.20514 to 1.23500. This was a huge supply zone. So whatever the current zone, I think anyhow we have news, it will be get mitigated. So we can consider a selling zone from this zone 1.205. So whether we have a bigger supply zone, right? So you can risk with depends upon the risk management till the market reaches 1.20, because weekly time frame, right? Your position should be holding more than 1 month, 2 months around on this analysis. What was the time? It was 7:10 near. Gold is about to change its direction, as I said. With this candle, I will tell you whether gold will be slightly bullish or not. After 1 minute, we'll check on it. Yesterday, gold short sell was TP. Can we check for 3340 target? Gold is looking bullish from here. Okay, it's 1 hour time frame, right? Okay, I'm closing RSI. You said gold sell was okay. Can we check for 3340? No, if gold reaches 3340 means if any candle closes there, the gold will be bearish. That's the pending one as of now. I said na 3354, whatever the line, this zone, this is the demand zone. But we have news currently, right? There are some newses, not all the newses are speculative, but majority out coming to global 50-50. I'll be my thinking was some will be waiting for news to trade and some will be waiting let the others to trade on the news. That means whatever the positive news they are going to give on the news, we will be taking, depends upon that. But they need a sellers at that point of view. They will take advantage of the news. Buyers will enter because of news, where their sell orders will be executed because of our buy orders. On bulk I'm talking, we have to identify which is the manipulative news, which is the actual news. Okay, try to identify that news is. As of now, gold is completely no direction. Even though if the gold moves here, because still the news not yet came. So this might be a trap. So better trade after 5 minutes prior to the news. Because if the news is a ultra high news, if anything, something, any extra, if they are going to announce at the news, means all the global markets, whatever the SLs we have, whatever the target points we have, if the market skips that price, that means whatever the, I'll tell you here. Whatever the candle we have, it's a current market price running. Okay, and the news is about to come when the market is here. If it was a positive or else a negative, if we don't have any buyers or sellers in between prices, but we have a seller here, you are executing a market order. That means you are buying at 100. You need a seller, right, to sell. Well, your for example, think you are selling 100 quantity. You need 100 quantity seller. If there is no, if we have any 5, 10, 15 quantity, it will get executed. But if there are no sellers in between over here, you have seller directly at 120, it will directly jump to 120. So whatever the stop loss, whatever the pending take profit orders, it won't get trigger, it will be directly mitigated, or else your order, whatever the take profit order or else whatever the order, it will be executed at 120 directly, because of this price slippage or else the jumping action, whatever name we can keep, we can. So this is the time to wait for a moment. As of now, gold is bullish. We'll see, a sudden sellers might enter or not. $7.15, we'll check the news. Yeah, whatever the PMI news, it was a negative. That means the whatever the supply and demand regarding, it was negative. Related to service advice and industries. Dollar, because one relevant news is a positive, one relevant news is a negative. If we see, there is no movement in the dollar. It's only a normal view, general movement, because of the indecisive news. If we think, right, it was even more, whatever the supply, it was even more than the previous month's result. So gold is bullish, whatever the, now I am looking on a 5 minutes time frame. As of now, it's bullish on 5 minutes time frame. That's what I said a few minutes before. So now we can choose gold as a bullish asset. Got it, everyone? I think how to trade with the news, a small idea, not 100%. You can think it as 5 to 10%. Okay, everyone, tell me the asset classes which you wanted to know. We'll check with crude oil. It will be also index issue because of the dollar rate. Coming to currencies, till now I haven't said. USD CHF is one of my favorite asset on 15 minutes time frame. USD CHF is a bearish, if I can see. Okay, we'll be back to gold. We'll play some games. Because market is bullish, right? On 1 minute, if we see two zones, if this triggers the SL, this will be the another entry. Like if we can consider 0.001 lot or 0.01 lot, and another, if the market reaches here, just add another 0.01 lot, not 0.1. okay, remember 0.01, just to play a game. Gold is saying I won't come down. Okay, now I'm going to close the USD new home sales. It was going to be at 7:30, right? Why it's already showing? Okay, sorry. Still we have 7 minutes. Hello, eat fast. Okay, after the session I'll eat very fastly. We'll check, even though if this is a minor news, we'll go and just check on it. Indian stock market and foreign market like crypto, USD, what is the difference? It's a difference like Indian Ocean and Pacific Ocean. A short example. Okay, jokes apart, the major difference is it because of charges, tax and all? Lee, don't think about the taxes, man. Okay, eat fast. I don't know, man or girl. Don't think about the taxes. It taxes are only depends upon the demand and supply. If you think the taxes are high in India, and some might think, okay, in Dubai there is no tax, so I'll be moving there. It only depends when it comes to the demand and supply. You think if you are whatever you have, you are over to it. Just in case, at that time, okay, you have to think about the savings and all. Even though when we don't have, we have to think, that's a secondary. But coming to the tax point of view, whatever the demand and supply, whatever the commodities which we are getting, whatever the earning the money we are earning in India, whatever the money which we are earning in the overseas, you just consider what are the commodity prices over there, and consider from India. Definitely next time you will be getting maximum 50% of answer with that only. Then you won't blame whatever the tax and all you said, right? No, it's not a blame. You just asked your query. You won't ask that again. Okay, you just check. I'm giving this task for you. You check the commodity prices on overseas and also in our India. That's one point of view. When it comes to liquidity, that means in India there is a volume of 25 lakh crore around on NSE segment. I'm saying when it comes to global, that is foreign markets and crypto is different. It's a completely third party, not a primary secondary. It's a third segment. I'll tell you about crypto later. Global, it was almost like 25 to 27 trillion crores, trillions. You convert into crores. That's the transactions going on global markets. That means, as I said earlier, a joke on difference between Bay of Bengal and Pacific Ocean, right? Not Pacific Ocean, think Antarctica. Whatever our Indian Ocean, it was connected to Pacific Ocean. That the Pacific Ocean is very bigger than the Indian Ocean, right? In Indian Ocean, if you take all the fishes, you'll be getting some X number. But if you consider all the Pacific Ocean, what is the quantity? In the same way, the difference. You can get n number of sellers and buyers, and if you wanted to trade large in quantity, globals are better. If you wanted to trade large in our Indian markets, you have to be very qualified, very knowledgeable. You have to diversify it and have to plan accordingly. India is third in GDP, just behind USA second. One China so far, better than 195 countries. Yes, Sohan, you have given one of the better example, but in this also we have to consider you for you also this is one of the tasks. Whatever the population of India paying taxes, whatever the population of US persons paying taxes, and number one is China, how many number of persons paying taxes? You just check it, you'll get the difference. If whatever the our population is higher, number of persons working is higher than the US also. So if each and every person, already we indirectly we are paying taxes, that's it's a part. But when it comes to the direct tax, that means whatever the 18% slab, 25 21%, now 7% slab, 5% slab, this we are maximum persons are diverting that through how to save the taxes. We have so many courses to how to save the taxes and all. Instead of that, if we are paying the tax directly instead of saving that, already we are doing it, but it's okay. Just if everyone thinks on the same point of view, definitely our India will be on number one position in GDP, because we have a highest number of working people in India, more than USA. Price will be different, income will be different, but working people are higher. Even though if the working people are higher, the okay US clients will get more pay, wages and all, even though, but our employment is more, the maximum persons are working. Leave about the type of works, but everyone is working. So if everyone will be contributing something in some maximum, I think out of 100 I have heard about this taxes and all, we are the only persons paying higher tax. In other countries there is no tax, but those persons haven't went there, they don't know whatever the consequences going on there, what is the tax, why they are giving those benefits and everything. There is a lot to give and analyze. Okay, that we can't think by sitting here in this chair on, or on your couch, on your sofa, on your chair, on your bed. So right, just think how whether we have to be, and on which segment we can trade, on which asset you are good, on which is suitable for you, which is giving suitable risk management. Consider all these. Okay, I think the goal has came for a retest. It has been triggered, right? Playing number one, that means round number one started. I want this to get fail. This is the only take profit, because this is one of the slight not slight, coming to 1 minute, it's a major supply zone itself. We'll check whether it will give this 1:1.4, right? Yeah, 1:1.4. At first I think you got a task. Okay, just work on it. On this task you will get some knowledge, then you'll be getting able to which segment to trade. And Sohan, you also, only 3 points. Look for population and how many persons are paying taxes, percentage. 3 points, consider, that's your task. 1 minute game, man, maximum of 15 to 20 minutes we have to bear. Meanwhile, we'll check how the dollar is. How dollar is completely bearish. After news, if we observe, dollar is heavily bearish. It's even more bearish when this is outright, whatever the news. Housing sales expected was 649. It's 627, bearish. So this has added some of the contribution to whatever the PMI news, the supply and the manufacturing unit PMI news. It has given some importance, so the market is bearish. As it was bearish, I'm thinking like that. That is also one point of view. Yes, sir. I am an MSc Finance student in UK. Good, great, that was. And this is my major about corporate finance and international economics. India has very less taxpayers. Yes. I think if we count the number of working and the number of percentage wise, if 100% 100 people are working, only 18% are paying taxes. Remaining all 18 to 25. Now it has increased to 25. I think in this current financial year. I don't know about the earlier and upcoming. In this year, it has increased around 3 to 4% from 18 to 25 around in between. If that 25% reaches 60% now, by the next year end, we have to consider minimum of 2 years. Definitely on the next 2 years, India will be on top 1 on GDP. Because I have been trading in Zerodha and most YouTubers say go for Forex, Binance and all charges are low there, so I am little confused. No need to confuse, Mr. or Miss, eat fast. It depends upon what we want, what we can do. Okay? Think only these two. If you wanted to go with each and every confirmation, each and every technical, each and every fundamental, go with Indian market. If you are you don't want to trade of fundamentals and all, you're not interested in fundamental, I don't know what about the company is doing, what the company will do next, what previously company has done. If you're not interested in that, actually that's also one of the major subject that's good for future. But if you think about now, if you are good at technical, this is best. So my suggestion, you learn everything but don't do everything. Okay, choose any 2 demo accounts, one from global markets, one from Indian markets, take trades. You take on global market, as a beginner, don't go for crypto, stick to the gold, take 200 trades. Learner na, that's very less. Take 200 trades, and in our Indian markets, your wish, because I like Bank Nifty, I like Nifty, I like some stocks. All the stocks are on top 50, no, not top 50, top 100. Some major stocks are in Nifty 50, some stocks are on Nifty 100, the next 50. So I'll be telling the major two, Nifty and Bank Nifty. Take each 200 trades. What you like, what risk management is suiting, what is the leverage. Look for leverage. And also because whatever the maximum, you said maximum persons are saying Binance and the Forex and all, it's because of leverage. That means with 100 rupees you can trade 10,000 rupees. Okay, but what if trade goes wrong? You have only 100 rupees, you are trading. Okay, think about 10,000, you have only 10,000, you are trading with 10,000. Unknowingly, okay, movement is good, you already, your strategy is success, you have taken overqualified lot, that means 0.5 lot you have taken. What if trade goes wrong? All your 10,000 within minutes it will be gone. Why? Because you have taken leverage. With 10,000 you are trading around 2 lakhs 3 lakhs worth of the assets like gold, crypto, anything in global markets, forex, right? Think about that leverage. In our India, why they are not giving leverage means before 2020 I used to trade with only 5,000 crude oil. At the time crude oil, there is no futures. Crude oil intraday at 5,000 I used to place a trade. I used to look for only 1 point. At the time hardly movement of 5 points is very difficult. Now it's moving around 100 point on MCX. It was moving around 50-60 points, but earlier back in days only 5 points. It's a good identifying the market to take 3 points. It's a huge success at that time. So now because of this COVID, everyone, I think percentage you might know, more than 2000% the traders has increased. In that 2000%, all the 1995% members lost their money. In that remaining persons are only the positive ones, like okay, swing traders, positional, they have overrolled the positions for next month, like that. So they are unsuccessful. That only that 5% they are the successful persons because of that long term trading. So from there our SEBI has removed all the leverages and all. Now to buy the same crude oil futures we need 1,50,000, but in global markets we need only 10,000, 12,000 to buy one standard lot. Lot size varies. In MCX, one lot equals to 100 barrels. When it comes to Forex, one lot equals to 1,000 barrels. Okay everyone, still it's game is going on. I said if you are trading on 1 minute, your holding period should be 30 minutes. If you are trading on 15 minutes, your holding candles should your holding period should be, think, half day. Yep. First game is done. Sorry, the level 1 is done. Actually for today I have chosen only this one. So again we'll be back on Monday. Okay, I think anyhow from August I think we'll be back on Indian markets in the morning time from 9 to 12. In between any 2 hours we'll be taking by analyzing the option chain, what is a put call ratio. Yeah, Sohan, it's a TP and IV, everything. I'll try to give some of the good amount on live, because running market is different based upon the data, depends upon the buyers and sellers. Predicting the next is different. We'll see how it will happen, because everything changes if one big seller or buyer enters, right? Okay, everyone. Gold is still bullish. There is no sellers incoming as of now. Look for only positive trades. Don't go on a negative mode, okay? And play safe. Can you repeat what you said there for 1 minute candle? I didn't get you. What you said there for 1 minute candle. Okay, if you are trading on 1 minute candle, minimum holding period should be 30 minutes. Like to hit the target or stop loss. Because 30 candles, that means on 15 minutes you will be having 2 candles, right? 15 minutes. In that 15 minutes, a market might reverse. So if you are trading on 1 minute, if your target not triggered on a sell set, that means your SL or the target within 30 minutes, immediately change the time frame, look for market happening, reversals and all, okay? Yep, okay everyone, see you everyone on Monday. Take care, maintain stop loss, have a happy safe trading day.